Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another Friday night of the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hello.
And we're here on another Friday night talking about all the going-ons in the world. Ketel, what we got going on tonight?
We got hot topics. We got some good ones. The weed update across the states, Maryland and Utah. Yeah. And also the District of Columbia. Cherry company owner suicide. Wow. Scandal and Empire. We're going to talk about those two comparisons. Those are the two hottest shows on the TV now. Also, hidden and quitted headlines. Redskins trademark update. $1 million child support. Lottery winner in North Kakalaki gets paid. Of course, what's popping with Poppa DD. Kobe disses teammates and girls team losing on purpose. What's up with that? I'm just saying with Redwine, what comes after the lottery check. Weird news, of course. We got anti-paparazzi clothing. I don't think I'll be interested in that one. Yamas on the run. Mother shaming daughters. Selling snow for profit. Are you serious? Also living for the city with Papa. He's going to be talking about Chris Brown. He was banned from Canada. And Kid Love. Hollywood Rapper with me, Madonna Falls again, and Lapita dress was stolen. Birthdays and announcements. We also have the cocktail of the week, and also the kiss it list. And of course, we got to say the last word for the night. So as Papa says, sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail. I know you got yours, red wine, and
you better believe it.
Papa got his brown liquor. And we're going to take a little CC break, as I say all the time, and we're going to come right back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, whatever.
All right. All right. Our first subject tonight is Chocolate City getting marijuana legalized.
Wow.
How about that?
You know anything about that, Redwine?
I heard about it. That's all I
right.
can tell you.
How about that?
Hey, round of applause for D.C.
Okay. And as you know, it doesn't come without controversy, haters, and everything else. The law was passed back during the elections in November, and overwhelming 70% plus voted to pass this law. You're allowed to have 2 ounces now, not 2 nickel bags, not 2 dime bags, but 2 ounces.
All right, now.
Isn't
of
that
marijuana.
A lot?
That's quite
a lot, isn't it?
That's enough to get you right.
How many joints is that, Papa? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm blowing your cover. My bad.
Like
my bad.
Okay.
Red
Anyway,
wine?
yeah, you're allowed to have 2
know.
ounces of marijuana as well as you can grow 6 plants.
Wow.
So I guess until they put sales in effect, they're allowing you to grow your own.
But they don't say how large these plants can be, right?
That's just a plant.
I've seen plants to go all the way up to the ceiling.
Not your plants. I've seen your plants.
Uh-oh.
Plants come to you to die.
I got to pull y'all apart tonight. What's up? Can we all just get along?
All right,
No.
we're gonna get back to marijuana plants.
No, we cannot.
Plants come to Redwine to die, so we're not gonna put no plants there. Anyway, you're
That's
allowed to
what
have
our
up
water
to
was red wine.
in DC now. You're allowed to have up to 2 ounces of weed, and you can grow 6 plants in your home as recreational use. You can't smoke outside. You can't smoke near any government facility. You can't smoke outside at all. This is in home, which means between the front door and the back door, you can do your thing. So go and do your thing.
Say it again, Poppa DD.
Now, between the front door and the back door, you can do your
Woo!
thing. Now, back door meaning the door.
Oh.
Red wine. Now,
My
All
mistake. I
all
misunderstood.
right. Anyway. But it doesn't come without controversy because you have 2 congressmen that are fighting it, claiming that she was unlawfully, that they unlawfully put it through because they're trying to attach it to some type of crap, you know. See, the problem is that some of the senators that reside here in D.C. are trying to, I think the biggest thing on most of the senators here, they don't want anything that's bigger than them. And they know that once this marijuana thing grows up here in Chocolate City, it's going to be big. And it's going to make them forget all about them and their egos thereof. But they're trying to say that it's unlawful. You have a senator from, a congressman from Maryland and a congressman from Utah who are against it. They'll remain nameless, but if you pull them up, one congressman from Maryland is saying that they shouldn't have done it, yada, yada, yada. I guess he's afraid about it kind of oozing over to Maryland, which it will, you know, because the difference between Maryland and D.C. is like the difference between Pennsylvania and Jersey. So he make an issue, but Mayor Bowser, who's the black female mayor that was just elected, okay, she said that I'm sure, sir, that you got some problems in Maryland that you should be worrying about instead of worrying about our weed situation here in D.C. because we done sparked up a doobie and we doing just fine over here in D.C.
Maybe told him mind your own business.
Yeah, and you also got a congressman out of Utah that's fighting it as well. Now, you know, like you don't have anything to do in Utah. Okay.
They need to go roll some for JJ.
Yeah, these are people that are
they need to deal with all those.
They hang here and they hang here and they live here, but they're trying to dominate the area that they're in, which is the case in a lot of capital cities. You have Trenton, New Jersey, for example, which is the capital of New Jersey. You have the governor that hangs out there, so they try to call the shots over the mayor there. And every capital city has their area where the governor tries to overrule the actual city, because I personally believe that if Trenton wasn't the capital city of Jersey, it would be just as scrutinized as any other low-income urban town, but that's what keeps that little town afloat.
Right.
But anyway, we're I won't say we're proud, but we're glad that D.C. got their way and Mayor Bowser stepped up and she put the law in effect. The law went into effect Thursday, the 26th of February at 12:01 a.m. And there were people literally sparking up J's in their house, J's or doobies or blunts or whatever you call it, spliffs. You got some red wine. What do you call it?
Those marijuana cigarettes.
Chronic.
They're marijuana cigarettes.
And she's a librarian on her own time. Anyway, and the chief is behind it. So DC's doing their thing. Yeah. And I don't think Mayor Bowser is worried about it one bit. And we wish them much success.
I know, that's right. So, Papa, this is what I want to ask you. Okay, you said from the front door to the back door, and 6 plants, and two baggies, 2 nice size baggies.
Ounces.
2 ounces.
Right.
Now, what if the windows crack and somebody smells something from outside? Are they going to go ahead and get their little high on, or they going to, you think they're going to squeal? I mean,
you can't squeal.
Is that illegal?
They're inside. You're not smoking outside. You're smoking inside.
So the coppers, they can't knock on the door and say,
well, see, you usually crack the window to get rid of cigarette smoke. I wouldn't crack no window to get rid of the weed.
I guess the objective is to keep that inside.
Of course. When would you crack a window to get rid of some weed smoke?
Okay, I got you, Papa.
Put that for your system.
I'm sorry, you expert. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was your last night. Okay.
During the days when I did smoke, but I did not inhale. During those days, I never cracked the window. Okay. I always wanted whatever smoke was lit was in the system. I'm not escaping.
Oh, okay.
This is what I heard, but I don't indulge personally. But I'm high on life.
All right now.
And
that explains it.
Anyway.
Watch out now.
So what we got next? We're going to take a break. We're going to go to the next topic. Next topic is...
Unfortunately, we're going to talk about the gentleman that took his life. The cherry company owned suicide.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, the Maraschino Cherry Man.
Maraschino Cherry Man.
And this was he was the owner of the country's largest maraschino cherry company.
And maraschino cherries are the little red cherries that goes in your drink. So when you get done making a drink and they put the little red cherry in there, those are called what is how you pronounce it?
Maraschino.
Maraschino. We got to get Redwine to do our proper pronunciation.
Whatever.
Me and Ketel are obviously ghetto.
Yeah. According to Redwine, but
I see.
All right, let's get back to the story.
Why am I being picked on tonight?
Let's get back to the story.
But it says he is suspected of using part of the factory as a grow house. As you were talking about marijuana, he was growing in-house for real. Mandela had been trying to reinvigorate his cherry business, so I guess his cherry business was failing.
Nobody wants cherries anymore?
I'm not touching that one, Redwine. I'm not touching it. No.
Maybe cherries are out of style now.
I'm not touching it. But, so the cops came and investigated and found quite a bit in there. So
yeah, they were actually inspecting for something else. They claimed that they were doing some illegal dumping of some of their wastewater into the sewer or something, and they came to inspect how they get rid of their wastewater.
Oh, okay.
And they were saying as the inspectors went through the plant, one of the inspectors started smelling some marijuana.
Yeah, they said they found it was a weird shelving and magnetically operated secret compartment behind the wall. So behind the secret compartment, investigators discovered an extra entrance to a dug-out basement filled with 3 bags of marijuana.
What was it, like 20 pounds, 90 pounds?
90, yeah,
90 pounds of marijuana.
Wow. A bunch of cash.
Bunch of cash, some guns, and a couple luxury cars.
Wow.
And the gentleman, he yelled up his steps to his sister.
Yeah, while the investigators were there for something like 5 hours, looking around. And also on that note, it turns out that story about them looking for them dumping stuff illegally, that was a cover story. The investigators had already gotten tipped off that there was a lot of weed up in there. They used that whole thing about we were checking because of, what you were dumping. That was a cover story for them to get on the premises. So when the guy, Modelo, got nervous about what was happening, once he knew that when they said they smelled some weed, he knew that he was going to get in trouble, and I guess he couldn't deal with it. So he asked to be excused and went into the restroom, yelled out or up wherever his sister was there in the warehouse, yelled out to her, take care of my children, and blew his brains out. Wow.
Yeah, blew his brains out. He didn't want to go through the trial But nowadays, you might as well go through trial. Weed is being legalized everywhere else, so we should have went through with it. But you never know how big the front is. It could have been a bigger situation.
Yeah, that's abuse. It's sad that the man leaves a 5-year-old child behind, and his wife. I think he had a wife, and of course his sister. The whole thing is just sad, But for him to take that road and just say, "I can't deal with it," and check out like that, that's kind of rough. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Which goes to show that if you put together any type of plan or any kind of drug situation, you're always going to have an exit plan.
Well, we're going to, if you got any questions or comments on what we're talking about, 914-803-4306, and do what, Redwine?
Press 1.
If you want to get on our discussion, talk about the weed, the cherry man, or we're going to get into Scandal and Empire, talk about the differences on those number one hit shows. So we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come right back.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
All right, we're back here at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
You still messing with the French guy?
Well, we had a little disagreement this week.
Oh, you're still using his accent. Anyway.
Well, he sent me this nice bottle of red wine, so I'm going to drink this wine and think about it.
Keep him drunk to tap that ass. Anyway, we want to talk about how you feel about either the Scandal or Empire being there. I guess the two hottest shows. I'm in Empire myself.
I like Scandal.
If you're a Scandal fan,
I like both.
Give us a call and let us know what you like about one or the other, or what have you. What do you like about the Scandal? Everyone.
Scandal, I like the writing, and I like the drama. I like the storyline. And I really have been enjoying how the characters have been developed since the very first season. Mm-hmm. Of course, I do enjoy how there are women of power on that show. I do like that. Yeah. And they don't take advantage of it or wield it like a weapon, but they're like people in positions who just happen to be women. Right. And I think it's such a more natural display of a woman in a position of authority as opposed to some of these shows where it feels very forced and unnatural. Mm-hmm. Like that show, Secretary of State. That show just does not work for me. No. I tried watching it, and what's her name, Catherine Heigl. Mm-hmm. Not a fan, don't like the show. And as much as I love Alfred Woodard, it just doesn't work with her being
Scandal and
I was using it as a comparison. Thank you.
Well, you sort of compare Scandal to Empire.
No, we said we weren't comparing the two. We were talking about two shows.
I said we weren't knocking the two or putting them down.
Okay, well, let me just finish my comparison. I was just saying that the woman, as much as Alfred Woodard is an excellent and very powerful actor, I just think that was probably not a good casting for her to be in that role. For her to be playing the president, she seems to be in such a secondary role, as opposed to the way Shonda Rhimes and the writers developed the characters on Scandal. Those people, the women anyway, tend to be in a more powerful position, and to me, it's much more believable. I really like Empire because, to me, in opposition of that, you have Cookie, who, even though technically she is half owner of the Record Empire, and she does have power and authority, she still respects her ex-husband, what's his name? Lucius Lyon. She still gives him respect as far as decision-making and whatnot. Now, that might change later, but for now, I do appreciate the fact that even though she is a half owner, she doesn't throw that in his face and try to take advantage of it.
Well, I don't know. Miss Cookie, she might. She's got the upper hand right now. Lucius had a bit of a piece of bite of the cookie, so I don't know. Yeah. Things may change. What do you think, Papa?
Well, I'm going to talk like Redwine. Well, see, the thing about the Flintstones, we weren't talking about the Flintstones.
I didn't want to kiss it.
We were talking about Scandal and Empire.
How did
we get to another subject? I said, what is the difference between Scandal and Empire? You started talking about what?
Were you trying to make one? Explain it to them, Papa.
Anyway. Scandal to me, I'm not a big Scandal fan because
Watch out now. We are now. Watch out.
I guess whenever I want to, it's like the chicks always push me aside. By the time it comes on, everybody goes into some kind of cubbyhole and you can't find nobody. Everybody's in seclusion. You call people, let me call you back. Well, let me call you back. What time? Oh, let me call you back. Let me call you back. So everybody goes in some kind of exclusion. So
you need to get with the program now.
No, I don't need that program.
Well,
now, Empire, I'm liking Empire because Empire goes into a lot of different directions. It holds me. Okay? It holds me.
It holds you.
It doesn't hold me. I'm just keeping it real.
But Empire
I'm keeping it real. I'm
not
not hating it.
Wait a minute, isn't that what Cookie said? Lucius said, hold me.
All right, Lucius.
I wish Scandal much success. But I think that Empire is touching on a lot of other things that are more apropos to today's world, to today's society, and what's happening in the world today, how vicious people can be, how over the top people can be, you know. So, I mean, I think that Scandal offers a lot of espionage stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into the whole Illy-eye, Killy-eye, the whole get smart chaos, and you know the whole.
And I am. I like that.
Yeah.
But Scandal focuses on cougars and gay and.
Oh, you mean Empire?
Empire, yeah. Empire focuses on, you know, ALS diseases, just all kind of situations where he's getting with his ex-wife and dealing with his other young lady, you know, focus on the
Boo-Boo Kitty?
Boo-Boo Kitty, light bright, damn near white joint.
Yeah, that's her.
She fine as hell, though.
That's the fake ass Halle. Isn't that what she
Yeah, she called it a fake Halle Berry.
She said, "Give me that fake ass Halle Berry."
Yeah, it's not a competition thing, because as long as we got some people of color working, we're going to support that. So we just want to know what your opinion is as far
and
as...
some new people. That's the other thing I applaud Empire.
But I love, also
talent.
on Empire, I love the new actors. You know, bringing back these other actors like that. We're going to do something a little later on the has-beens out there that are trying to sneak in different places and, you know, has-been actors, has-been sports people and stuff like that. People need to retire. Mm-hmm. They need to go over to Cracker Barrel and buy one of those rocking chairs and you know, keep moving.
You're going to put them out the pasture.
I mean, you made your money, you did your thing. You know, let somebody else get in there. And I love Scandal for that, bringing all these new actors that are really opening up the scene. I mean, you got to have some guidance, you know, the way Terrence Howard and Shirazi
on Empire,
are holding it, but yeah, on Empire.
Oh, they holding it.
They're holding it together, but then you got the other new actors that are keeping it good.
Yeah.
Instead of having a bunch of has-been people that come along and just, oh my God.
And I like the innovation of Empire. I mean, that music, they're selling it on iTunes. Oh, it's off the chain. So all the music you hear that you're enjoying and stuff.
And one thing I do want to say too, and one thing, if you saw last week's episode, one thing I do want to say too about Empire. Man, during that white party, them folks had on some nice outfits. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yes, they did.
The one brother that was singing, that coat they had on was crazy.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I mean, the wardrobe is off the chain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's off the chain. And
yeah, Jamal.
Like I said, Jamal's outfit when he was singing, that coat he had on.
And Terrence Howard.
Was crazy.
That white coat with the gold trim.
So they really, they're stepping it up.
What you got, Redwine?
I got a story that I came across on CNN this week. Up in Chicago, there's this area where the police are detaining American citizens, and they like abuse people before they even book you. What? They hold people in this place that they call it a black site. Why they got to call it a black site, I don't know. I guess because it's like you fall in a black hole. Because when people are here, it's like you fall off the earth. Nobody knows where you are. Mm-hmm. They don't let you call anybody. You can't call your family. You can't call an attorney, any of that. And it's in a nondescript warehouse up in Chicago on the west side, and it's called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, it's called Holman Square. And they're saying that it's been a long time, it's been a secretive place where the special police units take people and do interviews and things like that. So recently, and of course these are all alleged activities, but there have been people who have been there and have been held there, and they're saying that some of the things that go on up there is that people are kept out of the official booking databases. They get beat by the police, sometimes resulting in head wounds and other types of wounds. People are shackled for prolonged periods of time. They're denied their access to an attorney, and they're kept in this secure facility, and sometimes they keep people without any legal counsel for between 12 to 24 hours, including people as young as 15 years old. Now, when I saw this, I'm thinking, once again, is this a movie promo? Wow. Because this doesn't seem like it should even be happening in this time and age in America, land of the free, home of the brave. How are they just holding people up in Chicago like we're back in the days of Dillinger and Pretty Boy Floyd and stuff? I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're saying that it's this little secretive warehouse, and they're saying that when they take people there, they aren't booking you, no fingerprints, no mugshot, none of that. They basically just hold you until they're good and daggone ready.
Well, who is they?
The police, yeah.
And I'm wondering how they getting that kind of authority. I mean,
that's not.
They can pick you up and take you and have you thinking, oh, they're getting ready to take me down to the precinct or whatever. And then they take this turn, and next thing you know, you're up here in this Holman Square in this nondescript warehouse where they got you shackled to a chair for like 8 hours at a time, and you're sitting there trying to figure out, like, what the heck is going on? And I'm like, okay, something needs to be done about this. So, you know, there's a Chicago civil rights attorney named Flint Taylor who's saying that this is looking like the notorious practices from way back during, like I said, the gangster times in Chicago, who, of course, is, you know, has a history of all that kind of stuff. And he's saying about how it violates people's rights and that, you know, of course, it should not be going on. Right. So, okay, we all know it shouldn't be going on, yet every day it's going on. Why is it? So, I don't know how they're going to resolve it, but that needs to be dealt with.
Well, first of all, it's not just happening in Chicago. There's a lot of places I've heard over the years that have the same kind of facilities in Jersey and Pennsylvania and places like that where they have stuff they call a farm. See, with the overcrowded jail cells, you got to understand in these different police stations. See, police stations are only able to hold as many people that can fit in that particular cell jurisdiction of that particular area that you get locked up in that particular county. Because they want to keep the rule on you. They're the one that busted you in that county. So they run out of space after a while. If you don't have 6 jail cells and you busting 15 people over the weekend, they send people somewhere else to farms and all kind of stuff. And then come Saturday morning, they got them out there milking cows and all kind of crazy stuff and things like that. And this is very prevalent all over the world. It's not just Chicago. But different people call it different things. But Chicago,
this is not where they keep.
But that's abusive.
This is sort of like an interim place. They keep people there, beat them up. But I'm saying they take these people to this place. I am listening. I'm saying to you, they take people to this place. They beat them down, shackle them, knock them upside the head for a while. Don't let you call an attorney, and then when they get finished doing all that, they take you to the precinct to go through the formal process.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Other places have the same kind of facilities to facilitate the overcrowding of the regular stuff, but they don't have the abuse attached to it like Chicago does. Now, how they're getting away with that is kind of crazy. But the practices of taking somebody else over the weekend, because in most cases, most of your low-income urban people don't have proper representation. And traditionally, when you get busted for stuff, most people get busted on the weekend. They usually say they come down, like if a woman wants to put the domestic situation to rest, they'll call the police on a Friday and they'll bust you for the weekend. So the weekend, a lot of stuff goes on. And most people in the police station don't want to be bothered with that. They got to work on the weekend anyway. So when a bunch of degenerates come in there during the weekend for a bunch of crap, they don't want them in the police station with them. They take them down to what they call a farm, which is a little lockup facility, and they wake up in there doing things with the cows and the sheep and the, you know, I knew when I said that I was going to start some shit.
Wait a minute, I'm going to ask a question. Is that back door or front door, Papa?
You know what? See,
it's
women...
like those sheep from last week.
Let me just say this. Women have become the new men, okay? Their perverted mind is a lot swifter than ours. Women are sleeping while men are...
What you think?
See, I'm trying to speak with, you know, with forked tongue here. See, I can't even say forked tongue. Anyway, no, but that practice of the weekend when they take people out of the police station and take them to another institute so they can get up Saturday morning and help somebody else somewhere, just like in Boston where they had the snow situation. I personally don't feel as though that why would you get prisoners to shovel the snow? You know, that to me, come on now.
Are you scared they're gonna get away or something?
No, not. I'm just saying why that ain't their problem. They were incarcerated, so let them be incarcerated. But just because you got 20 inches of snow, that's not an inmate's problem. That's the city's problem.
I don't have a problem with them out there working.
That's sad. What if it was your brother or your cousin?
You shouldn't have broke the law. I'm sorry.
Oh my! I'm glad I'm not your cousin, your brother, your nephew.
Don't break the law because I call the popo.
I have no relation to you.
I call the popo. You break the law, I'm telling you. I'm not in that. I'm not trying to be an accessory to anybody's bull. I'm not into that. I'm just saying. That's what I do.
Anyway, that does happen on the weekend. They send people to other places to milk cows and things like that. You know, sort eggs. You know, when a chicken has eggs, they need to be separated.
Right.
based on small, medium, and large. You think that when you go to the supermarket and buy small, medium, and large eggs, you think those eggs put themselves in the box?
I thought the chickens laid them that way.
I'm not messing with you.
You know what?
I'm not messing with you.
You know what?
I'm saying, like, if you live in a rural area, then I can understand them doing all that farming stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you're in the city where you don't have all that, that's why they have them out there shoveling snow and picking up trash. Because I see the guys in the DMV, D.C. metro area, out on the highways, on the major interstates.
Well, trash is cool to me, but I just don't, when it comes to snow like that, if Boston got 20 inches of snow, we're going to go get some prisoners. But you paying somebody else right alongside of them $20 an hour to do it. Then put some money in the prisoner's commissary stock at the prison. So they have some money. But they don't even do that. I mean, hell, he worked his ass off too. But you're going to pay somebody $20 an hour, but you're not going to put any money in so the prisoner could buy some cigarettes or whatever they buy.
We'll take a little CC break and be right back.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Caught you.
Right.
What you got, Redwine?
We got some hit it and quit it headlines. Did you hear about this lady that wants $1 million a month for alimony and child support?
What?
I'm thinking this lady must have fallen down in the snow or something.
Bumped her head.
Something. This lady, it says the divorce has turned contentious. Her name is Anna Dias Griffin, soon to be ex-wife of the hedge fund manager Ken Griffin, is seeking $1 million a month in alimony, according to a report from CNBC.
Wow.
Now, she says that the amount is what she needs to raise their 3 young children that are all under the age of 10. But the husband is claiming that the money is actually just going to fund her lifestyle. Now, the budget breakdown of some of the items that she says that she needs the money for includes she wants $6,800 a month for groceries.
Wow.
Let me say that again. $6,800 a month for groceries. For her and 3 children under the age of 10.
Well, I need to get my caviar.
Every day.
And my shrimp.
Every day.
And my lobster.
Imported from Maine.
Well, you've got me accustomed to this. So what
she must have somebody driving this stuff to her from all these places.
What am I supposed to eat?
Okay, here's another one. $7,200 a month for restaurant meals. I'm like, now you got $6,800 for groceries, but you want another $7,200 for restaurants?
Well, Red Lobster, Olive Garden.
Oh, what you need all the groceries for if you're gonna go out and eat at restaurants for $7,000 a month? Then she wants $8,000 a month for gifts.
Okay.
I'm like, gifts to who? Yourself?
A month?
This lady is nuts.
Once a year.
Well,
and then she wants $2,000 a month for stationery.
That's too much.
I'm like, who are you writing to that
stationary
you need to spend paper? You gotta learn how to email, sister girl.
Obviously, this is Hammermill. Hammermill Executive Deluxe
gold leaf paper
that you hold up to the light and you see the little image of the Dalai Lama.
This lady, I don't know what to say about her. It says the sum also includes $60,000 for an office and a professional staff. Now, what she does and why she needs a staff, I do not know.
It doesn't say how old she is? Or?
No, I don't know how old she is. But she says that the only thing she's done is state that, he's been doing it all along, and she, according to the Illinois law, which is where they are in Illinois, she just wants to continue to live like they lived when they were together. So apparently, money was no object. So she's saying, all right, if you want out, I'm going to need this $1 million a month so I can continue to roll like I've been rolling.
I heard that.
And she says that all she wants is for him to support his children like he always did. What is so hard about that?
And he's a billionaire.
He's got billionaire money, yes.
Okay, so I agree with her 100% wholeheartedly. Why not? He's only going to piss away on the bimbo that his side piece anyway.
I mean, to me, it's one thing to ask for a settlement based on things that they've accumulated, money and things like that. But this sounds so, as Mike Tyson would say, ludicrous. I don't even know how her people put these numbers together to say, I need all this money for staff and groceries.
She just said that's what she's been accustomed to.
I agree with her.
Yeah,
who buys that much groceries for kids under 10? Teenagers, I might buy it because teenagers can eat. Her name, put her on the kiss.
No, I wanted you to get in touch with her.
Oh, okay. You're looking for a hookup. Her name is Ann Diaz-Griffin.
Okay.
She does the hyphenated thing.
All right.
Illinois.
Google her.
See if you can find
it. Let's see if I can't.
Next.
On another note, North Kakalaki, they found their lottery winner. She's one of the three of the tickets, the $564 million, the Powerball tickets.
Sister too, right?
Yeah. It says she will get $127 million before taxes. If a lump sum payment is chosen, or $188 million split into a new. But she got 4 babies, so.
And one of them had cerebral palsy.
With that kind of money, I wouldn't care if she had 9 babies.
I thought you were looking for Miss Ann up in Illinois.
Which one you want, Papa?
This one here got $100-something million.
But this one got billions up in Illinois.
Okay.
This well, at least she have her own here in North Carolina.
Yes, she does.
They said this is the 4th time that North Carolina has had a winning Powerball ticket. Yep. All right now, and the winning numbers, if you guys didn't get it, was 11, 13, 25, 39, 54, and the Powerball was 19.
I never checked.
I only missed it by a mile.
Yeah, okay.
I brought the ticket that day, too. I never checked it.
Watch out, Papa. He going to try to be up there with us. Also, first grade teacher donates a kidney to their students.
Oh, that was sweet.
In Texas.
Were they related?
No. Lindsay Painter, a first grade teacher at Hoffman Lane Elementary School in New Braunfels, Texas, will donate one of her kidneys to her 6-year-old student, Matthew Parker.
That's so sweet.
It says Matthew's family spent 2 years searching for a kidney donor when his body started rejecting a previous transplant. And doctor,
he had a previous transplant.
Right.
Oh, bless his little heart.
And it says doctors said Matthew had a 1% chance of finding a matching kidney. Wow. Yeah. So the teacher, one of 80 applicants who submitted themselves for testing, just handed to be Matthew's perfect match. So
it's a good thing to hear some good news sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Because we usually always hear either bad news or crazy news.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we get to hear some good news.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing.
What you showing me here, Paula? Powerball.
Yeah, I bought a Powerball ticket that was in effect on the 21st of February. What was those numbers?
I guess
they weren't your numbers.
No, February 11th is the drawing.
Yeah, this is the next weekend.
Okay.
If I hit, I'm getting up and leaving y'all right now.
All right now. I ain't mad at you.
Check your numbers.
Because I'm just acquaintance, y'all. I'm not really y'all friend.
We love you too, Papa.
Yeah. As far as y'all can see me and throw me.
So, we're going to take a little break. We're going to keep rolling.
Yeah, keep rolling. What else you got?
We got a follow-up, hit it or quit it here. Redskins fight trademark ban.
Oh, please.
Uh-oh.
You know, the NFL never was news after the season was over. Usually when the season was over, after the Super Bowl was done, they would take the football and wrap it up and put it on the shelf. It would be a done deal.
Is that what they would do?
Yeah, and now...
This is in the court. This is not on the field. So.
Yeah, but it used to be, they didn't talk about it until like maybe August or something.
Yeah, that's true. So what are they saying now? Because we had followed up on this story once before.
Yeah, federal government decision to cancel the Washington Redskins trademark because it may be disparaging infringements on free speech rights and unfairly singles the team out. The team wants to overturn a decision last year by the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board to cancel the Redskins trademark on the grounds that it may be offensive to Native Americans.
It may be?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the team's attorneys say the law-bearing registration of disparaging trademark is unconstitutional under the First Amendment.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah. So I guess they're going to keep fighting for it, so we're going to see what happens. Since the team argues that canceling a trademark represents such a burden, especially for a football team, a football club that has been using this name since 1933. I'm like,
well,
okay.
let me just say this. Just because you've been doing something since 1933 does not make it right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why are they trying to make that like that's their whole foundational argument?
Right.
Because we've been doing it all along. How long was slavery in effect? Did that make it right? You know, how long did people do things that they later found out, like, for example, in the field of medicine? People did things that they didn't know, but at the time that was the knowledge they had. But when they learned different and learned better, they did better.
That's right.
When you figure out that there's a better way, or that what you were doing was wrong or incorrect or illegal or immoral or whatever the case, you switch up and you do something that's better.
Is I going from, let me get this disclaimer real quick.
Oh, boy. We almost made it through the night.
Yeah, we were doing fine so far.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, now you were saying about changing up some stuff.
Yeah, I was saying if you were doing something for as long as you were doing it, and people just do it because their reason is that's the way we've always done it, that doesn't make it right.
So it's almost like going like from missionary to doggy style.
Okay, I'll give you that one. It's not a matter of right or wrong, but if somebody says, I prefer you to do something else, and if the argument is, but that's the way we've always done it, that's not a justified argument.
All right, now.
All right.
I agree with
Well,
both of
see,
y'all.
when somebody got bad knees, see, doggy style sometimes goes out the quick. See, in order to do doggy style, you got to have good knees.
This is true.
I mean,
so
contrary to popular belief,
I've heard.
don't think that doggy style is something that just goes into effect. The knees have to be in effect. I mean, because both people are literally on their knees, okay?
Oh, is that how that works?
I'm just saying, well, you know.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Thank you for the lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, we talking about changing up, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're right. I don't disagree with you on that one.
Okay. So,
that's one point we can agree on.
All right.
So
now.
maybe the missionaries, because of the knees are bad. If the knees are bad, you're going to be laying. One of them. The moral of the story is, if your knees are bad, you're going to be laying on your back. If your knees is good, you can be creative, but you can't be creative with bad knees.
How about this one? You remember how Brandy, the singer, remember when she first started cornrowing her hair? And then we all of us saw how her hairline started just going back further and further.
In the middle of her head?
Exactly. Because she was having her hair braided so tight, and then all of a sudden one day she was sporting a weave. She got rid of those braids and all because she was wearing it too tight. So she realized that I got to change it up.
Her hair was thin in the front based on hereditary
but that's what I'm saying.
And dead follicles.
But that's what kills them. When you have thinning hair and you're still having your hair pulled really tight, that's going to pull out the remaining thin hair.
But the follicles aren't dead. The tightness really doesn't have anything to do with it.
We got the hair.
I'm trying to tell you what I
here.
know.
Redwine and Poppa,
they the hair police. If you keep on pulling like that, it's going to start pulling it further and further back until, as much as I love them, you end up like Stevie Wonder, where your hairline starts in the middle of your head.
Stevie Wonder's getting old, so the follicles in the front
have
passed
out. And that's what I'm saying, but he's still rocking his braids. But his hairline is in the middle of his head. I'm not cutting on him. I'm just observing what I've seen. I love Stevie.
Well,
Stevie, you know I love you.
How you going to talk about somebody's head and say I love them?
I do love you, Stevie.
Watch out for people to talk like Redwine,
Poppa
okay?
DD,
you know what?
Stevie,
I love him, but his hair is bald as hell. But I love him. I love him.
You know I love you, Stevie.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Hey. We're back at the Pajama Party. With myself, I'm Ketel, and with Redwine over here.
Bonsoir.
And Poppa, he had to take a little CC break for real.
I had to go see a man about a horse.
I bet you did.
Anyway.
No sale?
No sale.
What you got with us tonight, Poppa?
Well, what's popping with me tonight is, let's see here. A lot going on, but let's talk about the has-beens of the world that are still out there trying to do their thing, which is crazy. Now I hope you agree. And if you got some has-beens you want to add to the list, give us a call, 914-803. If you're already listening to us via see, every time I start talking, Redwine steps on my parade.
You get all numbers.
See, her contract is up this year. And we can get plenty of red wines, okay? Because light-skinned chicks come in abundance. Anyway, Kobe Bryant, let's speak on some has-beens out there, okay? Let's speak on, when I say has-beens, people that done did their thing already, and they need to, maybe start doing some consulting or something. Kobe Bryant, let's check him on the list. Now, the brother done won championships and done his thing, and he's still trying. Every time he go on the field, he gets hurt. Another part of his body breaks. He had a bad knee. He had a bad Achilles. Came back, messed up his shoulder. Brother, you've been winning championships and playing for years. Your body's breaking down. You should get up, go work for ESPN like everybody else does.
Let it go.
All right? Mariah Carey. All right? At one time, that was my girl, man. The sun rose and set on her. But, she's getting kind of crazy. She's just doing her thing. She done drove your boy away. What's his name? Nick Cannon? She went out and found a little young boy, and she drove him away.
Is that what she
First,
did?
she was with Tommy Batola, who was 30 years older than her. Then she went and found somebody 30 years younger than her. And she's still stuck in the middle. But she got her children out of it, so I hope she's happy in that regard. But I just think she should do something different, She's still trying to hang in there. Madonna, for example. They're going to talk about Madonna later on, how she had a little spill and everything. But Madonna's another one who's like, just still hanging on. And like I said, these people can do what they want to do. This is their life. But, once you have made millions in your field and done your thing, it's time to let other people in the game, Peyton Manning of the NFL, this guy, he's got Buick commercials, Papa John, he's got endorsements up to Yin Yang, and they just can't see him win a Super Bowl because he's old as dirt. So every time they get to the playoffs, somebody ends up taking him down and he loses out. And another person, I'm making some controversy on this one, but J-Lo. J-Lo, another person, okay? She can't buy a boyfriend, all right? She don't know whether she want to be with a kid or an older guy or whatever. She goes on American Idol, make her $11 million a year, then she's out there by herself. She's all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Poor baby.
She's at the Oscars dressed like a princess with no date. Come on now, okay? You're going to dress like that, got that kind of money, and that fat limousine. Who the hell rides in a big-ass limousine by themselves? Give me a break, okay? Okay, go get you a joystick from somewhere. You know what I mean?
Not the joystick.
Go get you a joystick from somewhere. All these cats out here, go down to the Bronx. You're Jenny from the Bronx. Go to the Bronx and find somebody. Sometimes you may have to go back to your own hood to find out who you're looking for. Stop looking around all these little crazy places. And the last one is Patti LaBelle. I talked about her last week. I got a lot of flack for that. So I wasn't talking about Patti LaBelle, so to speak. But we all know she's crazy as hell. Anyway.
Oh, I can't talk about Stevie, but you're going to talk about my girl Patti.
She wet you, Papa. You better watch out. You're going to kick them heels up.
Anyway, Patti LaBelle. Boy, she's seen better days. But I heard she's going to be a guest star on Empire.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? They constantly search for the limelight and for the spotlight, and but it's just so sad. But getting back to the Kobe Bryant thing, the Lakers the other night won a game. They must have lost like 12, 14 games in a row, and they won one game, and the team was celebrating big time. The brother Jordan Hill and Nick Young. And one of the commentaries was interviewing Jeremy Lin, and the guys came behind the commentary making jokes and celebrating everything. And because they were happy they won. But Kobe went on Jimmy Kimmel talking about how he was embarrassed that his teammates was celebrating like that, and he's out with an injury. I mean, these are people 20 years younger than you, Kobe. Brother, you need to, let them young boys do what they do.
Let it go.
Let it go. You trying to. I think they can't do anything because Kobe's hanging around. Sometimes, like even on your job, you got people that've been around there for 1,000 years and they're just a nuisance anymore. You know, so my thing on what's popping this week is the fact that if you're not, age has nothing to do with you being flavorful. You can be flavorful and have age on you. Mm-hmm. But when your age is making you stagnant and making it uncomfortable for other people because you're setting your ways so strong that you can't do nothing different, you know. Mm-hmm. So the moral to everything I'm saying, the fact is grow old, but grow old gracefully. Mm. You know, no one is your time to go. And when I say go, I don't mean go after the fastest, you know, but go and do something different, you know. Become a consultant as opposed to trying to stay in the limelight, you know, because you too will get that tag of has been over the hill. Right. And over the hill has nothing to do with age. So don't get me wrong. It has to do with flavor. Once you lost your flavor is when it's time to step off.
All right, Papa. Yeah. I like it.
All right.
Really?
I have nothing to argue with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Must be the one.
So we're going to be replacing your ass.
See, I agree with you. He's still trying to fire me.
Well, what you got, Redwine, on a lighter note?
Oh, are we shifting gears? We're going to the weird news?
Yeah, that's crazy weird news.
Oh, okay. Well, let me give you, I got one real quick. We got anti-paparazzi clothing. There's a company dressed up by someone named DJ Chris Holmes. He had come up with something, you know those reflector things that they put on tennis shoes so that people can see you at night if you're one of those people that like to run at night?
Right.
They took that same technology and put it into fabric to put it in clothing so that when the paparazzi start flashing lights and cameras, it bounces right back at their camera and they can't see you.
Wow.
So all they'll see is your clothing, like your arms, you know, they'll see that. Right. But they will not get your face at all because the light reflects right back into the flash, canceling out the photo. I thought that was a pretty,
that's very logical.
Intelligent and very logical.
Right.
And if you get a suit made out of that fabric, it runs about $520.
That's all?
Yeah, for about $520, like for a jacket and a pair of pants.
And how it illuminates out the ice. Well, that's the same thing.
It just throws the light right back at the
with
flash.
That story today with that dress being different colors, white or blue.
Oh, about what color do you see?
Right. Like I said, when you put a flash on something that's white, it turns blue. Mm-hmm. Okay? Case in point, one day I was doing a little experiment with myself, okay?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Do you need a disclaimer?
No, I don't need it.
Come on, Papa.
Anyway, when the white made itself present, I took a picture of it and it turned blue. So you fill in the blank. Okay?
I don't believe that alone.
I'm not messing with
people
that.
Look at the dress today saying whether the dress is white or blue is because when a flash hits something that's pearl white, it has a blue tint based on it. The flash hits it and reflects it. But why? But they spend too much time on that story today.
You just drop some science on
it.
Watch out now.
Why are we focusing on crap like that?
I don't
when Congress nowadays is holding up Homeland Security.
I don't know. Papa.
And they're not even approving their money for the TSAs who run the airports and the Border Patrol people aren't going to get paid.
Well, maybe that's
and everybody today was worrying about a dress being either white
what you talking about, Willis?
I mean, come on.
Maybe that's too deep for folks.
Don't we have other things to worry about when not a dress is blue or black or white or whatever?
I know I do. I'm concerned about where I'm going to get some more of this wine that my friend sent to me.
I'd rather them took a picture of her panties and let me determine what color
they were. Okay.
Exactly. I mean,
all right.
You know, if you want to keep my interest.
Was that ice I heard?
Yeah, what you doing over there, Paul?
Minding my business.
Okay, all right. Well, we've got another weird news. A mother in trouble for whooping and shaming the daughter.
Uh-oh.
Interesting in Florida, Hernando County, Florida. Melanie Alexander, a Florida woman, is accused of beating her daughter before sending her to middle school wearing a shirt that says, good whooping for poor grades.
Wow.
And it reads, my name is blank, whatever the girl's name is. I currently have all Fs in all of my classes. I am not allowed to have a boyfriend no time soon, so back off before I get another good whooping like I got last night. Also, I can no longer have any friends until all my Fs are all brought up to C and up. That's interesting.
So she
wrote that on a shirt.
The mama wrote this on a shirt.
And made the girl wear it to school.
Yep, but check this out. The mother, Miss Alexander, has been arrested 4 times in the past 4 years on charges including criminal mischief, stalking and probation violations, according to the court documents. But they held her on a $2,500.
Probation violation?
Mama is off the chain.
Wait a minute. She's going to make her daughter wear a shirt that has, my name is blank blank, I currently have all F's and I can't have a boyfriend.
Yep.
And how does she spell whooping? W-O-F-F?
Whooping. W-O-O-P-I-N. Whooping.
Like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. That was
But look how she spelled aloud. When she said, I am not allowed to have a boyfriend, she spelled aloud, A-L-O-U-D.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sound you hear, loud.
Loud. A-L as opposed to A-L-O-W-E.
As opposed to, right, A-L-L-O-W.
So the mother's ignorant as hell. And all that
exactly.
And
I
the
guess
daughter,
she doesn't want her daughter to end up like her.
So when you get an F, in school, that means you ain't doing jack, right?
Yeah.
F means that you just.
That means you probably don't even show up.
Well, have you ever thought about maybe the influences at home is affecting his girl's behavior in school?
If Mama's spelling like this.
Yeah,
and Mama got all of that going on.
Obviously,
what was it, mischief?
We have a written aspect of what was written on the shirt here. We have it in print, and Mama's obviously ignorant as hell. We won't even go there, but.
It says she was held $2,500 bond and was ordered to stay away from the child.
Right. So if your mother's going through all that, your mother is going through all that drama, then your daughter's not going to be a model student in most cases.
I'm not messing with that, Papa.
See,
what did they
back
say
off.
was on the front, on the back of the shirt?
My partner is what I tell you.
No, you're right. I agree with you. But I just saw this part where it said on the back of the shirt, she had written, my eating French fries and being a social butterfly is over because I know why my parents send me to school.
Parents?
So,
I
don't know where the other parent is.
All that crazy behavior. I think there's only one parent ever in that joint.
Whoa. I don't know.
But anyway.
That girl got some issues.
What else she got over there with one?
Well, look, did y'all see on the news today the llamas on the run?
Yep.
That was some funny stuff.
That was
funny. Oh, okay, so this happened actually on yesterday. There was a llama farmer who brought 3 llamas to visit some older people at an assisted living facility out in Phoenix, Arizona. So everything was all good, and they, the older people got to pet the llamas and all of that. Then it was time to put the llamas back in the trailer and take them back to wherever they came from.
Yeah, that was good TV right there.
It was. So when they went to load the llamas back in the trailer, I guess the llamas had been, consorting to escape, and they decided, all right, great, and all the llamas tried to run. So the one that got caught, he couldn't get out too well of the trailer, but the other 2, it was a black one and a white one, they made a break for it.
Yeah,
and they go running.
They had them going.
They were running all through the neighborhood, and then the 3rd llama that was in the trailer, he got out, but they caught him real quick.
Wow.
So they got him, but the other 2 were tricked. So a lady called 911, and the Maricopa County Sheriff Department was sent to go out and try to catch these 2 llamas. They were running across people's lawns and stuff, all over the vehicles and whatnot. People took vehicles and tried to surround them, thinking if we kind of closed in the area, we can catch them. Those llamas slid in between the vehicles and kept on booking.
Wow.
So eventually the people started getting together, and they, put their arms out trying to make a circle. Those llamas were not impressed. They were like, we are out of here. What do you understand? What do you not understand about jailbreak?
Where did they come from?
They came from, I guess, like a petting farm or something like that. The guy brought them from someplace and had them in a trailer, and they were not trying to get back in their trailer.
That's how y'all mofos pet me. I'm breaking out this month.
Yeah. So this one dude is out there in a truck with a lasso, like a cowboy.
Lord.
He tried to lasso the llama. He missed a couple times, but eventually he did catch one of them. And then they eventually caught the other one. But in between all that, the news cameras came out when they heard. So this was like a fiasco of media feeding frenzy.
Wow.
It's been all over the media. Everybody's watching Llamas on the Run. I thought it was rather entertaining myself. It kind of made me think back of when OJ was in the white Bronco.
He played too much.
And he was on the run.
See what I'm saying?
I was like, hey, it's OJ, but it's Llamas. llama's name OJ on the run.
All the white folks in the world are getting in trouble. She got to mess with OJ.
It just reminded me of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It reminded me of OJ. It did. I found it very, but I did. Well, OJ wasn't as entertaining as the llamas, but they finally got caught. And,
that was good though. That was very entertaining. They really rope. They went and got some old Texas guy to rope.
Yeah, little cowboy. I'll tell you what was funny though is that, of course, you know how people do online. There was somebody who created an image that they posted online, like from the movie Thelma and Louise. Mm-hmm. They replaced it with the llama's faces, Thelma and Louise in the car with the sirens behind them and everything. It was funny.
Well, what you got, Papa?
Anyway, I have some news from Massachusetts of the man selling snow.
What?
Yeah. This is really deep. You know, we know Massachusetts has at least, 96 inches of snow.
I know they got a lot.
It was crazy. This is Manchester by the Sea, Massachusetts. A Manchester man had found a way to profit from the several feet of snow in his yard. Mm. He shipped it to people in warmer climates for the bargain price of $89 for 6 pounds.
What?
This man is packing up 6 pounds of snow, and he's shipping it out to people in warmer climates. The people in warmer climates is about as crazy as his ass is. Mm-hmm. His name is Kyle Warning. I'm not mad at him. You can get some dough. Any way you can get some dough legal.
Some dough for some snow?
Dough.
I like dough.
I'm saying dough for some snow.
Dough, gravy.
Redwine. Anyway, his name is Kyle Warning of Massachusetts by the Sea, which is a town. He got the idea while shoveling snow earlier this winter and launched a website called ShipSnowYo.com.
Ship this snow.
ShipSnowYo.com. So if you pull up ShipSnowYo.com, you can get some snow shipped to you. At first, he shipped like 16.9 ounces of snow that was filled in a bottle for $19.99. And he found that by the time the bottle got there, it was melted. So by the time the bottle got there, people ended up with a bottle of water, and they were like, "What the frig is this?"
I know that's.
So anyway, he came up with a new plan by shipping 6 pounds at a time. And he told the Boston Globe that even if the snow melts a little, by the time the package arrives, you can still make up to 10 to 15 snowballs.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And people are buying this.
Yes, he's charging $119.
What?
Wow.
For 6 pounds, for 10 pounds of it. And you get 10 snowballs, and people in Florida and Bahamas and stuff, they love it.
Well, what if I get 9 snowballs, Papa?
Well,
do I get a refund?
You're going to be one ball short.
You know what? See, I tell you, women are the new men, okay?
But look, this is what I want to know. Did it occur to these people that they could just go to the dollar store and buy an ice tray and make some ice cubes and crush them up like snowball ice?
It's not from
and Boston. Make a snowball.
It's not from Boston.
How do you know when you get the package?
This man
other than a postmark that he said.
Yeah,
Look, we're in the nation's capital. Maybe we should try that, huh? And say it's from Boston.
You know what? I got some snow to sell.
He also said that he's going to start sending 10-pound packages for $119. And he said people can laugh at them if they want to, but he's going, as long as people are buying, he's going to be selling.
I ain't mad at him.
I'm not mad at him either.
So it's called
crazy enough to buy
ShipSnowYo.com. That's ShipSnowYo and yo.
Yo.
And they will send it in, surround it in ice.
Put it in dry ice,
dry ice in a container, and you'll be able to make snowballs by the time the UPS man drops it off next day.
So you can throw one at the UPS man for bringing you that, correct?
Yeah, well, whatever works.
What a bunch of crap.
I know that's right. We're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back with, I'm just saying, with Redwine. I know you got a serious one today.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And next we're going to get into Redwine with her commentary of I'm Just Saying. What you got going on?
I'm just saying, what I want to know is, like, what happens after you get your lottery check? You know, I'm applauding the sister down in North Carolina who got that $188 million check. But, you know, it's funny because I've seen a couple of episodes of a show, I think it's on TLC, that was called I Won the Lottery or I Hit the Lottery, something like that. And they were showing people who had won, like, you know, over $1 million or so. And it showed basically how they either ran, I know what it's called, The Lottery Ruined My Life. And it was showing how these people would win the lottery, get all this money, and then basically they were saying that the lottery ruined their life. I'm saying, I don't think the lottery ruined your life. They ruined their life because they didn't know what to do with that check. Once you hit that money and you get that check, if you don't know what to do with it, I can see how your life would be ruined. I don't think you can really blame it on the lottery. I think that sometimes when people who are not accustomed to having access to that type of money, when all of a sudden all that money falls in your lap, whether it be from a lottery or from some kind of a lawsuit, settlement, anything like that, if you're not accustomed to having that kind of money, some people really do lose their mind and just go buck wild stupid. You know, they go out and buy a fleet of cars and don't even have a driver's license. You know, stupid things like that. They don't think about, well, whatever bills and debts and things you already have, how about you pay that off? You know, it's fine if you decide, you know, I've got so much money I can quit my job. But $1 million doesn't go far once you pay taxes. I'm not sure how much you get after taxes, but let's just estimate, for argument's sake, that the government's going to get about, let's say, $300,000. So now you've got $700,000. Okay, depending on how old you are, you're not going to really be able to live forever and ever, or however your life expectancy is, on $700,000 when you still have existing debts and things to pay off. If you have a mortgage and some credit card debts and insurance and things like that, that money will be gone before you know it. But you have people that say, I want $1 million, and I call and cuss my boss out and quit my job. That may not be the best move for you. So these people who get this money and then do crazy, or, for example, you got your relatives, friends, you know, people coming out the woodwork, folk you went to school with, you haven't seen these people for 20-some-odd years. All of a sudden now they're hitting you up on email, Facebook, whatever social media you may be on. Now everybody wants to be your best friend for life, and they're all trying to get a piece of your money. And, you know, some people, they're kind-hearted, good-natured. They try to give everybody a little something. Well, you keep on breaking off everybody, and next thing you know, you got an entourage, and all your money is gone. Now, if you don't believe me, ask MC Hammer. MC Hammer ran through some money, and he was not a lottery winner. That man worked hard. With those balloon pants and all the shows and things he did, that man ran through some money trying to be good to people that he grew up with, people who he called friends. He tried to put everybody to work, give them a job, and before you know it, IRS came and got all his crap, set it on the curb, and said, hey, you didn't pay your bill? We're going to take all this stuff. And all his friends that he had given all that money, they looked at him like, oh, well, stuff happened. You know, do you think any of those people came and said, hey, I still have, you know, 10 or 15,000 of the money you gave me. Will this help you? Those people were long gone. So all I'm saying is that when it comes down to lottery winning, people need to learn to be a little smarter. You cannot just go out and grab somebody and say, hey, this is my financial person, this is my lawyer, and I'm just going to sign anything they stick in my face and trust them. You cannot do that. You got to watch these folks. You got to watch the people you pay to watch the people you pay to watch those people, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you got to watch these people, because people will stick papers in front of your face and then stick some more under the pile and say, oh, yeah, this is just more stuff, standard. It's a template. Just sign it. And people will sign that stuff, and you don't realize that you signed it. They don't even have to forge your name. because you didn't read it. So I'm just saying, people, if you win a lottery or if you go to a casino, anytime you have an unexpected windfall of money, be wise with your money. Don't end up like those people on that show, The Lottery Ruined My Life. Don't end up in that boat. I think it's time that we got to be smarter. You know, there's too many people out here that have a lot of money who don't even deserve it. They didn't work for it. It was given to them on a platter. If you luck up and end up in that small percentage of people who just lucked into or backed into some money, like Poppa DD said, from the back door, front door, however you got it, you better be smart and do the best you can and maximize your dollars. Pay off the debt you already have. If you signed a thing with a credit card, you signed something that said, I will pay this debt. If you owe it, pay it. Get rid of that stuff. Even if it means that when it's all said and done, you may not have much left. But guess what? You also have no debt. And if you weren't crazy enough to call and cuss your boss out and quit your job, now at least when you get your check, you don't have a bunch of bills to pay. That's money you can do whatever you want to do with. Just do something smart with it. That's all I'm saying. You know, time out for being stupid. This economy is no joke. There's people out here that have degrees, that have experience, that can't even get a job. They can't even buy a job, okay? So for those of us who end up like the lady in North Carolina, I really hope for her sake and her children that she is wise with that money. So, hey, this is Redwine, and I'm just saying, don't be stupid with your money. If you hit the lottery, hit the jackpot, go to the casino, whatever, insurance settlement, whatever it is, if you get some money, don't be stupid. Be wise.
All right.
Wow.
I hear you.
Interesting.
I like that one.
I personally think that you shouldn't really get the whole lump sum myself. I would get over 20 years because, you know, that'd give me an opportunity to get in small spurts. Because if I got 20 years coming at me at $4 million every year, the first increment I'm gonna mess up anyway. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose my mind.
You're gonna be one of those folks.
I'm losing my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I come to my senses, my next check should be coming in.
Right, you still have some money.
Because we got $100 million. Where are you putting it at anyway? Putting these different banks?
Stick it in my bra.
Who's only insuring it for?
Stick it in my bra.
Most of your banks are only insuring money for. Most of your banks, you know, remember FDICs are only insuring money up to $200,000-$300,000 these days.
Right.
Probably $200,000.
Right.
Everything else you're doing on a hope and a prayer.
I hear you.
People put $1 million in their bank, but the bank only has an obligation to insure $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we, you know, but I wouldn't go for the lump sum. I would go for the.
Just give it all to me.
Now you want the lump.
Then I can buy my island I've always wanted to buy. I'll buy Aruba.
Yeah, see?
See?
I don't think Aruba's for sale.
See how she's talking? See how she's talking?
I'll buy my little
She's going to be in a
island.
straitjacket in 2 weeks.
It's all good.
You're going to be on that show on TLC.
It's all good.
TLC.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
All right, we're back at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Oh, boy.
And we have Ketel
Ew.
coming in with the Hollywood wrap-up. What we got going on?
Well, Madonna falls down again, doing a performance.
Hold it there.
Baby. And she's what, 56? She said, my beautiful cape was tied too tight.
Mm-hmm.
Explained shocking moment. She was dragged backwards down backwards down a set of stairs at her concert.
Mm-hmm.
She's how old, Papa?
Old as dirt.
With her Almighty cape.
That she should have put some Velcro on instead of a tie.
I know that's right. She said on the final step, dancers pulled her cape from behind her before she had time to fully untie it. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
She dusted herself off, and second she got back up. And she continued on with the song.
She's like one of those weebles.
See.
You remember weeble?
I'm not messing with
you. They wobble,
Redwine.
but they don't fall down.
I'm not messing
like
with
if
you.
She's not a weeble.
Right.
Redwine, we're not as old as you. I've never heard of a weeble.
Oh, well, I'm saying, I guess she's not a weeble. Because weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Oh, she fell down.
Well, she went to her social media site, and she wanted to let everybody know that she was fine.
Cool.
Oh, because they were all worried about her.
Yeah.
Like we gave her
I'm not in that, Papa. But check this out. Remember the young lady, the actress, Lupita Nyong'o?
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she wore the pearly white dress with 6,000 white pearls on it.
Loved it.
She was in 12 Years a Slave. She was wearing a Calvin Klein gown.
Beautiful.
It was worth $150,000. But check this out. She was at Hotel Chic, London, West Hollywood. Come to find out, the dress got nabbed.
What?
Yep, somebody stole the dress.
What you talking about, Willis?
Both the thief and the designer dress were gone by the time police were notified shortly before midnight of a fashion felony so well executed it seemed almost scripted.
So
That's terrible.
She was staying in a 5-star hotel.
Yep.
And the dress got stolen.
Yep.
The dress that had pearls on it.
Yep. 6,000 pearls, white pearls.
This is why I tell people all the time: go stay at the Motel 6.
I know that's right. Stuff might not get stolen, huh? Because they're not thinking twice about you, right, Papa?
Or the Red Roof. Okay.
Oh no, not the Red Roof.
I recommend the Red Roof or the Motel 6.
That kind of sounds like
I'm
an
just
inside
saying.
job to me.
I mean, you're gonna go to a 5-star restaurant. I mean, a 5-star hotel and get a dress stolen that costs $150,000.
That's terrible.
I stayed at the Motel 6 and never lost nothing.
I hope that dress was insured.
Yeah, from what they're saying, it was Calvin Klein. He's going to take a loss, but he probably had it insured. So I don't think he's worried too much. But that dress was one of a kind. So unless they're going to replicate it again.
Wow.
Calvin Klein said that'd be the last Negro.
Oh, no. I hope not, Papa.
That's going to wear my shiggity, okay?
But also, one more thing. It has something pertaining to Hollywood also. The movie has really inspired the movement, I would say, really. The president, the first lady, and the 2 daughters, they're going to Selma next week. It's a 50th anniversary historic civil rights march across the state. They're going to that. The president said the trip will also remind his daughters of their own obligations because there are going to be marches for them to march and struggles for them to fight. And so
I know that's right.
He's like, we've done our job, so it's time for the next generation to do theirs. All right. So what you got, Papa? What you got going on?
Well, living for the city, Chris Brown.
Uh-oh.
He was recently denied entry into Canada.
Oh.
He's supposed to perform 2 sold-out shows in Montreal and Toronto, which go to shows that the promoters and the police are definitely on different pages. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, Brown was scheduled to perform in Montreal Tuesday night and Toronto on Wednesday night. However, Canada officials denied him access, leaving his tour mates, Trey Songz and Taija, stranded in Canada. Following Brown's denial entry, Trey Songz tweeted, he's frustrated and he's in Montreal with nothing to do. And he says BS on that. Brown also tweeted about his denied entry and assured his fans that he would be back in Canada over the summer to make up for the missed shows. Unfortunately, I will not be able to perform in front of my sold-out crowd in Montreal or Canada, he wrote. The good people of Canada government wouldn't allow me entry. He called them the good people. He's trying to be nice. You know. I'll be back this summer, and I hopefully see all you Canadian fans. You know, But the sad part about it is the gentleman, Justin Bieber.
Mhm.
He's from Canada, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
So we let him in, but we won't let.
Wow.
We won't let Chris Brown into Canada, but we let Justin Bieber into America.
That's deep, Papa.
We got some cleaning up to do here. This is crazy.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, wow. Chris Brown, I'm sorry that happened to you, brother. It just shows that some people have not seen the light on things, and the denial of your entry on your sold-out shows. I think you should get your fans to protest City Hall in Montreal and Toronto and speak on your behalf. Use that Twitter stuff for a reason. Use it to communicate and cause all kinds of protests. Mm-hmm. Don't just talk on Twitter just to make conversation, but use it to let your voice be heard.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Cocktail of the week. Okay. It's called the Madras. MADRASS. Your favorite white liquor. It could be Ketel One. It could be your favorite gin. Anything of the WHIT liquor. Mm-hmm.
Why gotta be white?
Well,
this is Black History Month. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. My bad. So I have Ketel One, which is me.
Jack Daniels.
Ketel One vodka is usually what? I like 2 ounces.
Go for it.
Okay. I like 2 shots.
Okay. Why do we say ounces like we're so sophisticated?
Okay. Because we are.
Can we call them shots?
We are sophisticated.
2 shots of Ketel One vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry juice.
Okay.
A splash of OJ, and garnish it with
OJ Simpson?
No, not exactly. Not following the white truck tonight.
Okay.
No. 2 ounces of Ketel One vodka, cranberry juice, a splash of orange juice, and garnish with a twist of lime.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I think I would like that.
Okay.
Where's the bartender?
I'd
like to try that.
Okay. That's your Madras. It'll be up on our website.
You're listening to the best of the Pajama Party Show. This is a pre-recorded episode, and we hope you enjoy it. We will not be taking any live calls tonight, but if you want to reach the Pajama Party Crew, please send an email to info@apajamaparty.com. Again, no live calls tonight because this is a pre-recorded episode. Now, let's get back to the best of the Pajama Party here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio.
Kiss list. Here we go. We got Representative
world famous Kiss It list.
Representative Aaron
Scott,
Republican from Illinois, for misusing taxpayer money for private flight and concert tickets. He's under investigation. But they're holding him down, okay? But sometimes they get their kahunas stuck in the vice as well. Okay, what you got?
This is Redwine girl right here. Fashion Popo. Oh, yeah, the fashion police. Yeah, we forgot to talk about that story. Juliana Rannick. You know, she made this comment. It was racially motivated, stereotype comment, criticizing the Disney Channel star Zendaya Coleman for her red carpet look at the Oscars, where Zendaya had on this really nice Vivienne Westwood gown, and she had dreadlocks. So Miss Juliana Rannick, who I won't even mention, well, I will mention, looks like a daggone alien with a little body and a big head. But anyway, she said, I feel that she smells like patchouli oil or weed. Oh, probably read.
What?
Yeah, that was Miss Juliana Reddick's comic. Now, I was not familiar with patchouli or patchouli, however you pronounce it.
But I have smelled some dreads that smell like weed, but she shouldn't have said that.
No, but patchouli oil or patchouli, however you pronounce
what is it?
It's an essential oil typically found or used by people that are what you would call hippies, flower children, things like that.
It's some type of oil. That's all. It's just
so, but I mean, I want to understand.
Washing.
I'm not into that. I'm not into that.
Instead of washing your ass, you put it in.
People who like flower children used to use those type of oil.
We also got all the Congress people, mostly Republicans, who are voting to shut down Homeland Security and force people there to work without pay.
Shame on you all, Congress. Y'all need to get that together.
Money.
Who else we got, Papa?
We got your boy Boehner. John Boehner for responding to a report questions with kissing gestures as though they were funny and inappropriate.
That was crazy. A reporter was asking him about how the vote was going to go, and instead of him just answering the question, he actually was going, and then he said, look, you'll know as soon as we know. Okay. And I'm like, John, really? What's the problem?
A bunch of fake news.
We have the Red Star as usual, Macy's,
and they know why.
Yep. And don't forget your book is Roger Goodell from NFL. He's going there permanently as well.
Yeah, you forgot him. We got Bill O'Reilly for lying about stories he's reported, getting busted. Senator Ted Cruz for calling Obamacare train wreck. Yet he has total health care coverage.
Yeah, he has.
And what about that?
And also, like we said earlier, Washington, D.C. now has legal marijuana. You can have marijuana in your house in D.C. up to 2 ounces and 6 plants. And the congressmen from Utah and Maryland are trying to put it down. And they're on the KISS list. They should go handle their own business in Utah and handle your business in Maryland.
Put your business in your own nose.
All right, take your ass down Route 50 back to Maryland.
All right, go back to Annapolis.
Go back to Annapolis.
But we got something for
you. What you do, if you don't know how to get back to Annapolis, jump on New York Avenue and take it to Route 50.
And keep going.
And keep going until you get to Annapolis, Mr. Congressman.
We got this for you.
This is beautiful.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right, that's the kissing list of everybody out there that we're telling to kiss our natural. Last word. I'll start off with the first last word. You know, that's one thing about Jack. After about an hour or so, Jack can tell on you. Anyway, I want to give big applause to Marion Bowser, the mayor of Marion Bowser, the mayor of D.C., for pushing through with that legalization of marijuana. You know, I don't personally smoke it right now, but give me a couple of years.
I know that's right.
Yay, Muriel.
I thank you, Mario, for putting it through, standing behind it, making it happen, because I think every house in D.C. should have 2 ounces of weed on the coffee table for company to come and smoke. And God bless you, young lady. You did well.
What you got, Redwine?
I just want to say it is Friday night. I'm feeling right. Pierre, call me after the show. And thank you all for tuning in. It's been a heck of a week, but we all made it through. And for that, I am more than grateful. And we will see you guys next Friday night. You know how we do it, all the way live. We keep it real, because that's how we roll.
For my last word, I just want to thank the new listeners, the old listeners, the in-between listeners, the one that just got on a few minutes ago listening. We don't care. We're just glad that you listened. And also, congrats to My baby brother, Quiet on the Set last night, the sneak peek of Quiet on the Set magazine. It was awesome. It was really nice last night. And I appreciate the love and support of Bus Boys and Poets. They really helped us out there, 15K. So catch us next week. Peace out.
Good night.
Good night. Night, John Boy.
Good night. Good night, DC. Good night, DC. Smoke one for me before you go to bed or when you get up and in the middle of the night.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, saying.